So finally, let us take a look of the regular syllabus to see what are the courses corresponding to the distribution of the class in this semester. So starting with the syllabus as well as the introduction, you will take this course, and the next class are going to be introduced what's the database and database users, the basic general concepts. And then we will directly move into the ER model, entity relationship model. So it will take about 4 courses, which corresponding to 2 weeks, to talk about the general ideas about the database, understanding how do we connect one table with another, what's the meaning of the entity attributes as well as the relationships. After that, we will look into the enhanced ER model to add 2 more components onto the ER model that we have. Then we will be able to move on to a more computer science oriented relational schema diagram to see how is that going to be designed. And after that, you should have a very strong concepts about what is a database already, and we will have an exam to cover all of those topics. Usually what I do is that before the class of the exam, I will assign you guys some exam review as well as a practice exam. This practice exam can be considered as the simpler version of the exam, but it's only for you to practice. You still need to learn all the materials that I provide you, including what I pointed out, the important parts of our the exam 1 review, as well as all of the materials that I've covered. So be prepared for the exam. After the first exam, we will look into how do we convert between relational schema diagram and the ER diagram. There's a lot of things that are similar, but there are also something that are different. So how do we be able to convert one from another? And then after that, it's time for us to start writing the program. Based on the relational schema diagram, it is the full pseudocode for you to write the codes already. So we will start to install the Oracle into the computers, and then learn how do we log in, how do we start creating the structure for our database. After that, we will learn how do we load the data into the structure of that. The second part of the semester is shorter than the first part. So once we are able to do those things, we will have a review, practice exam, and then we will do our exam number 2. After the exam number 2, we will walk into the world of the queries. So now we have the structure, we have the data. How can we find the information that we need stored in the database? Is what we call a query. So the last part is all about the query. We start learning the ideas of the query, and then we will have a lot of hands-on practices on searching the information inside of the Oracle. And then we will need to present our final projects, and final exam is just right at the corner. So this is the whole design for the whole database. Of course, this is the rough design. Some changes may be possible, but it will follow the whole structures that we have seen over here. That would be all for the syllabus, and I'm hoping to see you guys in my chat room during the time of the regular class hours, so that I can see you guys face to face. And of course, you may have many questions regarding to the projects, regarding to the assignments and everything. I will be able to answer all kinds of questions